Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tua now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Shelton. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Tua to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Shelton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. And you know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now a 2nd down and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps out. Big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff. In a
touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. From the 16, Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run the counter. It's Shelton. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. Here's Tua. Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be called for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
7 yards, the pickup there. On second down now, it's Patterson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now a dump off here complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now left side on the swing pass. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Mariota now. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mariota gets it quickly to Galladay. Touchdown! Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants have taken the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to let it go again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away from the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well,
all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Mariota's throw caught by Tony. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw is Mariota. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now Mariota. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And quickly, they get to the line. Again, it's Mariota. Forced out to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Mariota will look to throw. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Into the secondary, past the 40, and all the way out to the 46.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. A big play there for the Giants. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And that's complete to Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
It's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing is Mariota. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Mariota to throw it. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw Mariota. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. And
there's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And New York set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to have the extra point. Take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota into the secondary past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Mariota. That goes out wide to Murray. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And just like that, it's third down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing, Mariota. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Patterson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. To throw, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it,
You know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for you?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Hunt. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. He completes it to Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. On the run, this is Hunt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to...